When I'm out on the field, I just feel like I'm in space floating because it's something that I extremely love. When I'm playing, nothing else matters. It's just me, my team, we're just going for the win. My partner, she had thrown the ball but didn't realize that I was not paying attention. And by the time she called my name, the ball had already hit me. It was just like my whole head was throbbing and ringing. And that's when I began to get dizzy, the nausea, the headache, the blurry vision.
Concussion happens when you have blunt trauma to the head, and basically the brain shakes inside the skull. And it really affects many things and can make you irritable, give you headaches, nausea, vomiting.
The culture of the athlete is don't report your symptoms, toughen up, get out there and play. But a person who had a concussion and has a second concussion before the first one has completely resolved can actually develop something called second impact syndrome, and that can lead to death.
As the game progressed and Deja was not participating, but she was watching and I was evaluating her, her symptoms didn't seem to progress to the point that I was truly worried, but I suggested that it was probably a good idea to take her and get her checked out.
It was scary because I knew once I came to the emergency room and I had to get admitted that something was medically wrong.
Pediatric concussion is very poorly recognized.
How are you feeling right now?
Annually, there are about 1.9 to 2 million concussions documented. So we're thinking, that is really the tip of the iceberg.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to observe you. It sounds like you've had a concussion. You can turn and look at me, Deja. So a concussion is when your brain shakes inside the skull, and you can get nauseous with it. You can get a severe headache.
So we've done a lot of work around trying to shift the paradigm of concussion care in children from CAT scan and this costly imaging with a lot of radiation to utilizing a clinical test asking about signs and symptoms.
Deja, but your headache was between a 0 and 10. 0 means that it doesn't hurt at all. 10 being the worst pain you've ever felt in your whole entire life. What number would you give it right now?
A 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah. I had to not be in bright lights. I was to go outside. I had to wear shades. I had to not be on my phone or any light I was looking at had to be dimmed. I couldn't be around my friends in the loud areas. Inside, I was always very sad and depressed.
I had to be more watchful of everything about her, watch the way she moved, watch the way she looked, watch the way if she didn't eat, if she didn't sleep.
So the next thing we're going to do is I will have you fill out some questionnaires about your symptoms. Like, I have trouble with jobs or tasks that have more than one step. You'd rate how it's been before your concussion and then since. Go ahead.
Concentrating was extremely hard for me because I would be sitting there and the teacher could talk and my mind would go blank.
I'm going to read some words. I want you to listen carefully, and when I'm done, just say as many as you can remember. Ready?
Okay.
Elephant, tiger, cherry, bowl, chicken.
Elephant, tiger, cherry, bowl, tiger.
Good job. So the goal throughout recovery is to really make sure that everybody's on the same page. So here is our ACE, our Acute Concussion Evaluation Care Plan. I will give you copies of this to take with you to your school, to your athletic trainer and your coaches, and we'll use this as your treatment guide until next time I see you.
We had to go to each teacher and explain to each teacher what was going on, what to look for.
The brain will recover over time if it's allowed to rest, and that's why recognition of concussion is so important.
As I started to feel better, I felt more energy. I could sleep. I could finally stop stressing. So it really felt like I was a brand new person.
Deja's recovery from her concussion here at HD Woodson was a successful example of how all parties work together. Deja graduated with very high honors, and it was a pleasure to see her walk across that stage.
Changing the way people view concussion is a no-brainer. It's very simple. We have the tools, we have the knowledge. It's just getting out there and letting people know.
You only get one life. You can play games many of them other times. Your life matters.